Hi, everyone. For starters, I would just love to hear like what everyone's up to these days. After the show wrapped, are you busy with rehearsals or what?
We filmed 2 music videos so far, and we went to really, really cool sets for them.
Yes,
And I'm really excited for them to come out and for the world to see them.
Yes.
And we've also recorded a bunch of music since the show ended.
Our 2 music videos are Candy Hearts and Merry Go Round, and they're super fun.
Yes. So we were on literally like amazing sets, and they were so cool.
That sounds so fun. I have to know, at the end of the show, there were 6 members. So Jess and JoJo, can you just talk to me a little bit about bringing Bella into the group?
Absolutely. I think I'll start off, but then I think Bella should tell you more about it. We obviously love all 6 of these girls, but something was missing. And we knew that Bella was the piece of the puzzle that was missing. And so we decided to bring her back. And I feel like since then, our group was complete. You want to tell her the story about how we asked you to come back?
Okay. So I was at my house, and JoJo randomly called me like at 11 o'clock at night. So I was like, is this a butt dial? And then she called me again, and I was like, OMG. I literally screamed. Jess and JoJo told me that they missed me so much and they wanted me back. So I came back and was able to come back to all my friends, and I got to become a member of XOMG Pop, which is really cool. Sometimes I still have to pinch myself to see if it's a dream.
Yeah, that's incredible. Just so coming up with the tour, tell me a little bit, anything you can. Like, what are you guys planning? Will there be like any surprise guests?
Our tour is going to start on January.
Do you know what song you're doing?
We're doing and we're going to be in JoJo's tour in Sweetland.
We're going to be performing actually in like JoJo's performance, which is really, really cool.
Yes, I think that's even cool, like more cool than opening the show is being in her show.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's going to give me a little break in the show.
Aside from like the opening act, though, JoJo, will there be anyone else joining you throughout the tour?
You're looking at 7 little perfect kiddos that are going to be joining me for a little bit. I do have my opening act, the Bells, that'll be there with me as well. But I'm really looking forward for these kids to, you know, they've gotten to do a few live performances, but our shows have about 10 to 15,000 people at them. And so for these guys to get to do that this early on in their career, I'm really excited for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this is a question for each of you. If you had to describe XOMG Pop using just one word, what would it be?
Crazy.
Amazing. Exciting.
Unique.
Cool.
Number 1, firecrackers.
Yeah, job, you guys. Really good.
And then another question for each of you. In a dream world, if you could get any artist featured on one of your songs, who would it be?
I know. Eminem. Megan.
JoJo, for sure.
That's realistic.
Yeah.
Megan Trainor.
Ooh. Megan Trainor for me too.
Megan Trainor.
Megan Trainor or McKenna Grace.
No, Adele.
That's
Our pop music in her like slow, beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I love it.
Or even Katy Perry.
That could be cool. Gwen Stefani could be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Ariana Grande.
Little
So
many choices.
Miley Cyrus.
There's so many choices.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So many people.
Do a whole collab album at this point. Jess, so going back to like the show, tell me, was there any like behind the scenes drama that didn't make it?
You know, I think yes is the perfect answer for that, but I think you saw definitely the best of the best on the show.
It's interesting. I think there was a lot of behind the scenes drama that didn't make it, but I think there was more behind the scenes excitement, celebration.
Yeah.
There was a lot of numbers that we created that didn't make it. I think there was more good things that didn't make it than we would have liked to.
Yeah.
So for Jess and JoJo, do you have like a favorite episode or like a favorite moment from the show that really stands out looking back?
For me, it's all the performances in every episode. We did 2 numbers really come to the front of my mind, and it's the one that we did where they were the aliens, space X. And when they performed Boogie Shoes, it was their first live singing performance. Who got to sing that? Brooklyn sang in that. Kaya and Dallas all got to sing in Boogie Shoes, and that number was spectacular.
I liked the ballad that we did at our house.
I like the ballad.
Yeah, for your
Yeah.
charity event.
Because like the ballot was like something like different because we like do like pop songs and like they could see like a different side of us.
I just like seeing Tiny T in a dress.
At least it's blue.
We nailed the color, just not the style.
Looking back, like there were a lot of moments where, you know, it came close and then it would be, oh, nobody's going home. So girls, I just wanted to know, like, how did you manage that stress and like at knowing at any moment you could be going home?
It was super nerve-wracking because like a lot of the times we just had to sit and wait for JoJo and Jess to come in after making their final decision. And so there was so much like tension in the room. And when they came in, it was just like so scary and none of us knew what was going to happen. And just knowing that they could do anything they want and send like at any moment is so stressful, but we got through it. So that's good.
The other side.
Especially scared. Especially during like when me and like Tiny were like on stage and like we were like against each other.
We had to wait in the room for like at least an hour, and we were like saying our final goodbyes.
Yeah. Like me and Tiny were just like on stage because like we didn't know what was gonna happen, like because we like sort of thought like there was gonna be like 5 members in the group, and it was like between me and Tiny, and it's like we're both like way different.
Yeah.
We were like, who are they gonna pick? And then they picked both of us, and it was like so amazing.
Yeah. I think we were just trying to cherish like every single moment that we got together because we didn't know how much longer we were gonna be together or, you know, who was gonna make the group. So I think we were just trying to, you know, have as much fun as possible, even though there was a lot of
crying.
Yeah.
JoJo, you have toured before, so obviously you know how this works. What advice do you have for the girls?
Oh, you know, I would tell them to enjoy every second and don't get nervous. You know, for them, they're going to be coming into a gigantic tour right away, which is fast and which for most would be scary. But I think these kids, you know, getting to go through the process that they did with the TV show and getting to film music videos and work with us every day, we're going to make sure they're more than prepared and to just enjoy every moment of it because you're only going to get to be on stage in that moment one time. So just enjoy it.
Don't be nervous. Yep.
When I get on stage, I'm so nervous. But like when I start dancing, I'm like, what just happened? I don't feel like the nerves.
I always say when my music's on, it's impossible for me to mess up. And that's, I think, how you guys are too. Once your music's on, and you just do what you do.
And like kids our age don't get to do this. So like we really
we're like really grateful for this opportunity, and it's just like so amazing and so fun.
that like we're so young and we get to go on this huge tour with JoJo. Like, it's really cool.
Like any kid would want to do that.
Yeah.
On that,
Kid who has many birthday parties.
on that same note, what are you all sort of most excited for?
I'm most excited to perform on tour and get to see all of JoJo's fans and like a huge, huge crowd because JoJo's crowds are humongous. And that's going to be so crazy to see all those people like cheering JoJo and us on. It's just amazing.
I know I'm most excited to inspire all the kids around the world because I know most of us, I think all of us actually used to have JoJo birthday parties.
Yeah.
All her bows and all her clothes. So
Yeah, JoJo inspires us so. Yeah, JoJo inspires us so much, and like now to like perform like as pop stars, like we wanted to be like JoJo. It's like it's so crazy.
I honestly can't wait for all of our music to come out. Like,
I'm also
really excited to go on the tour bus.
I'm really excited to just, go through this journey with JoJo and Jess because they're amazing people. And like for us to get to do this, it's like unreal. So I'm really excited to just see all the fans and get to share these moments with all of these people.
And to get closer with JoJo and Jess.
Yeah, we'll get real close.
JoJo and Jess, I wanted to talk to you guys. Just, I know you guys are super close, so just tell me a little bit about like your relationship and how you balance like work and being a mother and daughter too.
It's funny. We actually talk about this often, and I think one thing that's really worked out for us well is there actually is no line. Like there's no, this is when we're working and this is when you're my mom. It's kind of just, this is what it is, and this is the situation. My mom's never been the mom that has coddled me. She's always been the mom that's been like, come on, let's do this. Or like, hey, I'm really proud of you. That was really great. Like she's never babied me, I guess I should say, which is something that I'm super, super grateful for because it's made me who I am today. And I think just not having that, like, hey, you're my manager right now versus, hey, you're my mom right now. If I fall and scrape my leg, she's going to say, hey, are you okay? But if I was doing something dumb and I fell and scraped my leg, she'd be like, you shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? And so she's good. She's keep her.
Thank you.
Sort of looking to tour, what else do you have coming up or are you working on? I know you just wrapped Dancing with the Stars and obviously that was huge, but like what's coming in the future?
Right now for me is, there's a billion projects that are happening behind closed doors. I can definitely guarantee that. Right now for me is tour, and it's also these 7 kids. I have been working with them now for, oh my gosh, almost like 6 months, which is crazy. That's crazy. It's really weird. It feels like it's been a week and it feels like it's been 6 years. And then I remind myself, I'd be like, oh, Dallas was only 6 years ago. Got it. It's crazy. So definitely working on tour, getting these kids excited for tour. After tour, I have 250 things on my plate that I can't wait for. But right now, that is the main stuff.
Sort of with that, like balancing everything, how do you practice like self-care?
What's that? Never heard of that before. I love what I do. And I'm reminded every day when I get to work with these kiddos that sometimes I learn that I take working and being happy for granted. And I learned that when I'm in rehearsals by their smiles, that every day can be a good day, even if you're working. And they always make me laugh. They always make me smile.
We always have a good day when we're with JoJo.
Yeah, they do. We just recreated a TikTok from Elf where he's like, I love you. I'm going to call you in 5 minutes. And the dad's like, no, buddy, you don't need to do that. And he's like, oh, good idea. You call me. And that's how our relationship is. Like I'll be leaving rehearsals and they'll be like, okay, now we just want to tell you this. And I'll be like, I know. And they'll be like, okay, are we going to be okay for tomorrow? Yes, we're good.
I learned how to play piano.
Jess, I know you're super busy right now with this group, but would you ever like want to take on another or even do like another season of the show?
Never say never.
Oh.
Strong statement.
Strong statement, definitely. I will say we both had a blast creating this girl group. Are we going to do it again next month? Absolutely not.
No.
Maybe in a few years, once these guys are launched and their boat runs themselves. But right now, I don't even know if you guys know this. We work and think about XOMG Pop and U7
all day, every day.
We don't have a second in the day. There's some times where I'll be like, what am I doing? And like, I'll be like, wait, I'm going on tour too. I need costumes. We've just been planning the kids' costumes.
Before I ask my last question, I just have to ask about the People's Choice Awards the other night, JoJo. You were one of the best dressed there. How was your night?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How was your night?
Oh, the night was a blast. It was really fun. There was a lot of fun people there. It was really cool. I was here with you guys before I went, right?
Yes.
We were here. This is my life. I was here with them rehearsing that morning. I was like, I am so sorry to do this to you guys, but you have to be here at 8 a.m. because I have to be out by 12. So I was here in the morning with these guys, and then I went home, got ready quick, went over there, and it was a blast. That award show. It was my first time going, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So my last question is for each of you. I know you said that you've recorded multiple songs. What is your personal favorite?
I think too, you could name any of the titles.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's so hard.
Because we have so many.
My favorite song would probably have to be one of our new songs, and it's called "That's What I'm About," and it introduces all of us and kind of says what we like, and I think it's a really good anthem for us. I really like it.
That's a good one. It's like a little tease to songs that will be coming out.
I think my favorite is probably Bloopers, or That's What I'm About, because Bloopers, That's What I'm About is exactly what Leah said, but Bloopers is kind of like, when you drop your phone or when you're on set and you forget the wording or something, or all that, or when you forget your dance moves. I really like Bloopers, and That's What I'm About. Really.
Yeah, my favorite would be That Girl Is Me. I really like the meaning about the song, and it shows our journey and how we've grown.
Yeah, I love every song. I love That's What I'm About, but I feel like Candy Hearts would have to Yes, because I love Candy so much, and Candy Hearts is you're in a candy Candyland dream, and it just the set was so cool, and I just love that song.
I actually love Merry Go Round because it's such a scary, but also it's you're going through this place and they're like, oh my god, a pop of this, oh my god, a pop of that. It's so much new stuff that you discover as you listen to the song. And it was a very cool set, very scary too.
It was very creepy. Yeah, there was this big clown Jack in the Box that they had to remove because it was really scary.
Immediately was get that thing out of here.
I was crying when it left though because I love scary things.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. That's for sure.
I Look at Her Now because it's kind of about how you're starting out, how we were starting out our career. It's we started at the bottom, but now we're climbing our way up to the top. And so it's about all of our improvement.
I would say mine would be, it's hard to choose. It's either between Merry Go Round or BFF. But I would say BFF because we're all besties. We're having a great time. Yeah. The story is just about us hanging out and we're getting along and we're just all kind of happy at a sleepover.
Yeah. Nobody picked Secret Handshake. No.
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
I like super
secret handshake.
Yeah, that was
I there's just so many.
There's so many.
Hard to choose.
Yeah.
That one has a dance that goes with it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one to come out.
Do you also remember it?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
It's gonna make my job easy.
It was great talking with you all. Loved the show. I can't wait to hear your music.
Thank you.
Bye.